Hi, folks. My name is Danny. Welcome to Danny's Corner. And today I want to talk about another disability that I have, that being CP or cerebral palsy. I'm going to talk about this disability in future videos, just like I have done with the other things that I've talked to you about. But today I want to focus more and direct it more toward how does this relate, or what does this have to do with social and political attitudes, the way that we're living now, and how this affects me as a person with CP. First of all, let me give you a broad definition of what CP is, or cerebral palsy. So if you break down the word, it's cerebral or cerebral, which has to do with the brain. Palsy has to do with paralysis, or something is just not working. So cerebral palsy is brain paralysis, or something close to that. Now, this affects several people, or a lot of people, in different ways. It doesn't affect all of us the same way. So in a way, the way that this affects me, for example, is my speech. This is why I have the stuttering issue that I have. This affects me in terms of, I believe it's the migraines. I'm not sure though, but that can be a cause. My blindness was also caused by my CP, and it's been something really difficult to deal with. Just as with my other disabilities, I've had to do a lot of research. I've had to read a lot, and I'm still reading. I'm still learning from my own disability. And I think this has been the hardest one to learn from. Not only by experience, but also by just reading about it and see how other people have coped with it. So as I said, today I want to take this a little bit further and explore this issue of brain damage, because that's why CP is caused. It's by brain damage, usually before, during, or after birth. And again, I will explain with future videos all that I know about CP and how it affects me. But for now, as I said, I'm going to turn it in a different direction, and you'll see why. Before that, though, I had mentioned in one of my previous videos that people like to help me in different ways, and sometimes that help is not needed. Something as simple as opening a bottle of water. So in front of me, which I don't know if you could see or not, I have a bottle of water. Actually, let me turn the light on if it's not on already. Okay, so let me show you once again the bottle of water, just in case you have not been able to see it. So here's a bottle of water. Just let me move it in case you are not able to see it. And this is what's hard about a blind person making videos by him or herself. Usually I have to do this, and I don't know what I'm doing. Regardless, I'm going to keep on making these videos because I believe they're important. And if somebody like me is able to do this, anybody can do it as well. It's just a matter of jumping in and doing what you're supposed to do. With that said, let me open this bottle of water. Okay, so if you were able to see that, I was able to open it on my own without any difficulty. And this has to do with CP too, because not everybody with CP can open something as simple as a bottle of water. But what I'm trying to explain with this is, if you need or if you want to help somebody with something, you have to ask first, may I do this for you? Or would you like me to do this for you? Also, the other question to ask, as I have mentioned in another video, is, would you do this for a sighted individual who does not have a disability? Would you go ahead and open something for him or her, help him or her with something, although you know that he or she is fully capable of doing it? That's the question. And if you could answer yes, and if you're able to help both the person with a disability as well as the person who does not have a disability in the same way, go at it, because that shows me, and this is my personal opinion, that you are genuinely wanting to help and not just keep on putting these people with disabilities and making them out to be as if they were less than capable. Okay, so I would like to take this thing of CP, as I have said many times by now, in the social, political type of thing. Before I start with this, let me remind you that some of the things that I'm going to say are going to be really strong. Some of the words that I'm going to use, this is not my language. This is the language that is used by able-bodied people, by people on the left, on the right, religious and atheists alike. I'm just repeating what they're saying, and I'm going to tell you the experience. I am not affiliated with any political party. I'm just a totally blind person who is trying to show you my perspective, the way I view life, the way I experience it, and how your comments, your attitudes, your perceptions affect somebody like me who does not have anything to do with whatever you guys have going on. So I spoke on my stuttering video. I spoke about how people made fun of Joe Biden and called him Sleepy Joe. They made fun of his stuttering, saying that he was having the beginnings of dementia and other things that you're going to read on the net about this. I took personal offense, regardless if I agree or disagree with his policies. I took personal offense because, as I said before, I have a stuttering disability, and I was the first one to recognize it, perhaps, and it was kind of not hard but difficult to explain to the speech evaluators, or this people who evaluate you for to see if you need speech therapy or not. Convince them that I do have a speech disability or a speech impediment, and I do need help with that. So I finally got it, and it's taken 5 years for me to be okay and get those techniques that I need to speak clearly. Not that I wasn't able to, but if I'm noticing something in myself that I'm not liking, I want to make sure to stop that, just so others won't make fun of me later on, as I have heard many people make fun of people who stutter. With that said, you can hear clearly my speech difficulties if you watch my other videos, or if you know me personally, and if you're not focused so much on not paying attention to me, you will get clear understanding of what that's like. Meaning, if you pay close attention, not so much to the message of what I'm saying, but just listen to the way that I speak, my speech patterns, you will know that I have a speech disability. And again, I've been working at that, trying to become more fluent. And if you are wondering why my videos are long, it's because of this. I need to be slow so I don't have those mistakes where I speak things that are not going to make any sense to you. So when I hear people saying, oh, he's at the beginnings of dementia, or he's speaking word salad, or any of those terms, I'm about decades younger than he is, and I am experiencing the same speech patterns. I can recognize the speech patterns or the speech things or the gaps that he makes in myself. And so when people say things about him, it's as if they were saying it to me. It's really annoying. And to me, again, part of it also has to do with my CP. Because with CP, your muscles get tightened. And so a lot of people already who have CP have difficulty speaking as it is. With that said, the other thing with CP is you have trouble walking. Some people are in wheelchairs. And to know that, we are made fun of all the time is just bad. Because it's brain damage. And so when you have liberals, Democrats, conservatives, or Republicans calling one another things like retarded or retard or liptards or the other term, this is not good. This is casting us in a bad light as people who actually have developmental or intellectual disabilities, even physical disabilities. We already are made fun of because of the way that we walk, because of the way that we talk, having a disability. Now imagine these people using these words and just throwing them around as an insult. And these are supposed to be the adults that are guiding us, or these are supposed to be the future adults that should be guiding us. These are the future adults that are supposed to be guiding children. As I have said before too, America has become a cesspool, and we're not doing any favors to ourselves. I don't want to make this video long, but as I said, I also need to speak clearly and slowly to form my thoughts and to get them out to you. I'm sure many of you, and this is no offense to the community who has CP. No, I'm just trying to show you that you have probably experienced a little bit of what CP must feel like for a person that actually has it. Believe it or not, you have. So it's ironic that you guys make fun of somebody like me. You might be asking yourself, how have I ever experienced CP and or blindness and not even know it? How many of you drink? And when I mean drink, I'm not talking about 1 or 2 beers or any alcoholic beverage of your choice. I'm talking about serious drinking where you drink 4, 5, 6 shots of tequila or any other alcoholic beverage where you're swaying. A lot of the things that you experience when you drink that much are the same things that we experience on a daily basis. As a drunk person, you're not able to see where you're going. Your speech is slurred and you may begin to stutter. Your thinking is impaired. Your balance is not all the way there. And you might start swaying to and fro. And there are other characteristics. Walk funny. And all of these things are experienced by people with CP, as I've said, on a daily basis. The difference between you and us is we can't help what we do. We did not ask to be born with this disability. We were not asked to be thrown into this world with a pack of wolves surrounding us. You, on the other hand, you can avoid the embarrassment by not getting drunk. As I have also mentioned on one of my other videos, I have migraines. And I have mentioned that with migraines, after the 2 day that the migraine lasts, I get something where I'm confused. I still can't listen to loud noises or smells make me sick. It all has to do with the migraine. It's sort of what the migraine community may describe as hangover. Similar to what drunk people have after the morning, let's say the morning after. I'm sorry. See, I told you to have a stuttering problem. With that said, I don't have to get drunk to experience the side effects, nor to experience the things that you go through. I'm experiencing them every single day of my life. And this is a really hard subject to talk about, because I'm not only bringing awareness to my blindness, but I'm also bringing awareness to my CP. And I'm also bringing awareness to people who drink and who think that when they are not drinking, they have the freedom to make fun of somebody like me for things that we can't control. When I have said before, they don't realize that just as they're making fun of me or of any other person, regardless if they can speak or walk or their behavior or whatever the case may be, they're doing exactly the same thing. Whenever you criticize somebody like me for being the way that I am, you're pointing a finger at yourself because you do it, but you don't realize it because you're too drunk or you're too how can I say, drugged up with pot or the drug of your choice. It's the same thing. Your brain is being restricted. You're damaging your brain the more you drink. Excessive drinking, excessive smoking. If there's a reason why I'm here is to tell you, don't damage your brain like that. It's not worth 6 hours of fun. Is not worth any damage that you can do to your brain. You can have fun without drinking. You can have fun without using drugs. I'm telling you, I have brain damage and it's not a good thing. We are treated as if we were the scum of the earth. We are treated as if we are less than human. And you guys don't even realize that sometimes even friends and family can do those things to you. Imagine what a stranger can say harsher things. I think this is it for this video. I think I have made my point. And I thank you for listening. I thank you for giving me the time to explain myself. And remember that what these people are doing, religious leaders and religious people, people in politics who support either or party, and people who socially do this, make fun of others by insulting them, calling them delusional or other names such as that, they don't know what they're saying. Just a quick side note when it comes to words and their use. The word handicapped, I do not like it. But people use it all the time. Handicapped spaces, handicapped person. Are you handicapped? Handicapped placard. And they don't even realize I don't even like that word. But how are they going to know that if they don't ask? They just assume that because that's the word that's being used widely, that must mean people with disabilities like it. No, they don't. If people actually knew where the word handicapped came from, they would be ashamed to use it. Folks, thank you very much for listening. If you liked this video, and even though you're not able to see me, or if you are, I don't know, please subscribe to my channel at Danny's Corner. Share this content. Give a like, comment, make any suggestions, anything that you would like to for me to talk about. I would greatly appreciate it. If you would like to help me to make these videos and you live in the same area where I do, feel free and do so. I would like it. I want to reach more people, not because I want to get subscribers or many likes or whatnot. My main goal for this channel and for my Spanish channel, Hablando con Dani, is to make people aware of the disabilities. This whole month is Blindness Awareness Month. People view it as physically blind and how to prevent blindness, but I take it a step further. To me, it's not only preventing physical blindness and how to treat blindness, but I also take it as talking and exposing spiritual blindness and how you can treat that and how to prevent that. And that's what these videos are meant to do, is to make you think, to make you reflect, and hopefully that you can make that change. Not for just 10 minutes or not while you're watching this video or listening to it, but making that change for a lifetime. And that you may continue to spread this message to your children, to your grandchildren, to your great-grandchildren, and they will spread it to their friends and to other family members. If we want to make this society better, it does not start with our politicians and with our religious leaders. They should contribute too, and it doesn't start with organizations either. It starts with you and me, by making small changes that at first they will not impact the world, But you'll start seeing some change slowly. We live in a microwave society. I've said this before. We want things now. We want things in 5 minutes or less. Look where that has gotten us. Thank you very much. Remember to share, subscribe, comment, suggest, and hit that notification button so you may get notified of any videos that I make in the future. Thanks. Have a nice day. Be kind to one another.